welcome back, rankers. I've got a little bit of a misshapen face this morning. True story. Last week it was out here like this. Abscess. Woo! They hurt. Now, I want to talk to you, so I'm still drugged up, basically, so sorry if I sound incoherent. More than usual. I want to talk to you a little bit today about, because I've been having a couple of conversations this week with clients about ads and those sorts of things. And I just wanted to show you some data, because sometimes you can tinker around the edges and everything else with all the different tools, whether it be SEO or Google Ads or social or whatever it might be. But sometimes the biggest impact you can have on all of those channels is just by looking at what's happening to the user on your own site. And that's very true for retailers, right? So this is a retailer site. This is a small retailer. This is a retailer that's only spending about $1,000 a month on ads. Now, their return on their ad spend still isn't where it needs to be. The return on their ad spend is 500%, 600%, something like that. Now, it was interesting. I was listening to the radio on the weekend, unusually, because, well, the football's back on. So I listen to the radio the only time. And the thing is about radio that I love is that they advertise, you should advertise on radio. And having worked in newspapers years and years and years and years ago, when you see what we call a house ad like that, typically it means they can't fill the spot, so they'll put one of their own ads in, or they'll put a charity ad in, or a community service ad, or something like that. So, okay, so you've got space that you can't fill, so you're advertising it. But one of the things that they said on radio is that you can get 500% return on ad spend. Now, I don't know how they measure that. I don't know how you measure an ads on radio's absolute effect on your retail. A little bit difficult, but I think most radio advertising these days could be utilised a lot better, because you can use radio advertising to go number one organically, okay? Now, a lot of people will disagree with me about that. That's fine, but I've seen it happen, and I've got the data. So, if we accept that Google is a popularity engine, as I've demonstrated with data, then it makes sense that if you can increase your brand awareness on radio, in conjunction with the keywords that you're trying to rank for, then you will rank higher for them. However, when this one's only getting 500%, should be getting 1,000%, right? The manager last year, and this is year on year, they spent $8,000 and they made $11,000, which is rubbish, right? Now, I don't know, maybe the client was difficult back then, maybe they're more difficult than what they are now, I don't know. But I don't think so. I think maybe they were doing it themselves. I haven't actually asked them. But when you focus on getting and for this campaign to do what it's done, all I've done is removed two things that I thought were slowing down the user's progress through the site. That's it. And that affected, the spend went down, the revenue went up, but it also affected every other channel. Like organic went through the roof. Organic month on month is something like 274% up on revenue or something. And we're not even working on organic. So quite often you'll hear agencies these days say, we need to look after both your AdWords and your organic. There's a reason for that. It's because they work in conjunction with one another. Like if I'm increasing traffic from mobiles, one of the easiest ways to do it is through spend on mobile, because most of that real estate in search now is taken up by ads on a mobile phone. So you need to be there. So you're buying your own brand essentially. And so you're not going to get that traffic from organic now because you're buying it. But you're better off buying it than not getting some of that traffic at all, right? So, and when you do that and you fix up the things on your site, so just fixing up little things on your site can have a massive impact on both your organic traffic and revenue, and Google Ads traffic and revenue, okay? And I got an email from someone this morning, a client this morning, and he said, look, I've just been looking into Google Ads, and the revenue on this one campaign is down from last year. I said, yeah, I know. You haven't implemented the site changes. And he's saying, but why don't we go into Google Ads and have a look and see if we can adjust? No. We want more conversions, right? And to get more conversions, we need to establish why you're not getting them on the site. Is it the wrong traffic? Well, it's Google AI product, so hopefully not. Your structured data is all right and everything else. So that being the case, if we can fix up conversions and increase conversions by making the experience easier, simple as that, for the user, then you'll see your Google Ads improve, you'll see your Google Organic improve, and you'll see everything else improve. And this one, for instance, this is another one. This is looking at their entire spend. Now, this is interesting in that, actually, this is the same client. So this is it. Oh, sorry, no, not 200. So year on year, they went up 24,000% on revenue. And you can see here, the traffic is not that different. Now, we didn't do anything from organic, but organic has gone up, even though we're buying it. Obviously, we're getting a lot more traffic from ads. This traffic here has just come because of those two changes made on the site. Direct traffic is right up because over the 12 months, they've been increasing their brand awareness as well. But now it's converting a hell of a lot better. I mean, you look at these difference in these conversion rates, right? So even when you're not getting many, you would expect the direct conversion rate to be a lot higher with a smaller quantity of users, especially for direct traffic, which is already brand aware. Not the case. But look at this, 7.7% on organic. E-commerce conversion rate. Now that's I've got maybe 4 clients in that range that are getting that, and that's because of the user experience. This guy's brand, although he's done some work on it, it's not a household name. It might be well known in amongst his industry and his niche, and that's all you have to do, right? You have to become popular in your niche, brand. You have to have an awesome site, technical SEO, right? Get all that fixed. And you need to be using some of the Google AI ad products if you're in retail, and make sure you have great structured data, all those things which you've taken care of with your technical SEO. And then if you get those things right, kaboom! That's what it is. Now, I'll be telling you what the changes were for this site at Retail Global at the end of May on the Gold Coast. retailglobal.com, head across head across to that and go and have a look. And I just want to say thank you to my awesome viewers who, one of them provided me with this unannounced. It's a fly swatter for those of you not from Australia. Very handy in this studio. I get a lot of flies. I live in the country. So, get your ads working, get your site functioning properly, make sure that your users can get to the thing that they need to get to as soon as they possibly can. Hopefully that's helpful, and we'll see you at Retail Global. Thanks very much. Bye.